welcome back to Dew News. I'm your host, the King of Dew, and right now we're just doing a live stream, waiting for some people to join the chat here. If you're watching this after the live stream, welcome. This is Dew News. I usually am doing news updates, market updates, talking about what's happening with blockchain technology and cryptocurrency. So if that's something that interests you, make sure you subscribe. And I bring this type of information. I try to do it every single day. I try to be as consistent as I can and bring you guys news that you believe is worthy. So we're going to wait for some people here to start rolling in. And while that's happening, I just want to go ahead and take a look here. So right now, you can see that we are about to make some history here, potentially. We are only a few Bitcoins away from touching the 3,000. Somewhere in the world, someone is going to place the first $3,000 order here. It may have already happened. There are multiple exchanges out there right now. But this is real USD right here that GDAX is pegged to. So you can see on the right, we got a lot of green there. So we're breaking down these walls. And we're trying to get there, and we could be touching 3,000. And when we get past 3,000, it looks like it's pretty good sailing. We'll see if any orders trigger. That's pretty normal. The moment that first order is done at 3,000, you could see a massive sell-off real quick in response, but that shouldn't slow down the momentum too much. You can see right here, we got quite the wall at $2,900, so we're making it happen, guys. I apologize I haven't done as much as I wanted to do video-wise this weekend. I have been speccing out and putting together mining machines and things of that nature. It's a lot of work, doing a lot of work, but I'm learning a lot through that, and it's very important I keep learning that stuff. So besides that, looks like we got some people in here, and everyone's coming on in. Got 14 people in here right now. Welcome, guys. Coinbase transactions. I wouldn't be surprised if they're having trouble. They often have trouble, especially on the weekends. Coinbase can't handle the amount of volume. Look at these buy orders. Look how green this is, guys. You can see that there's some serious pressure to make this happen. Like I said, it may have already happened somewhere in the world. The wall is dwindling. We're down to just over 200 Bitcoin, which is really nothing. It's really nothing, guys. So this move past 3,000 is going to push a lot of these alts up and away along with it. 3,000 is a big mental barrier for the market here. Once we get to 3,000, it could be smooth sailing. All the way to 5. I don't really feel like 4 will be a problem, but that 3,000 number is a big deal. So we're just gonna wait here and see if we can break through. In the meantime, we've got some sell-offs. If we go too far red, you know, I'm probably gonna go back to preparing my next news video here. Looks like we already lost $10. It's really thin right now, guys. This is really thin. So, but somebody's getting out. Somebody believes it's time to retire. Really not that much, to be honest with you. It looks like a lot, but this is actually not very much when you add it up. Somebody cashing out $30,000-$40,000. Not a big deal. Somebody just bought in with $10,000. So a little bit of battle here, but oftentimes this is the case before those big numbers. We bounce off the top. We play with the idea of moving up, and this is good. This is shaking out a little bit. The pressure is going to continue to build up, and we'll get through it. So, what is going on, guys? We got What the Fork in the building. We've got Joseph here. What's up, Joseph? We need to tear down that wall. I agree. And Mike, you're welcome. I try to do the Dew as much as I can. I'm drinking a new Mountain Dew drink here. Have you guys tried the spiked Mountain Dew yet? Have you tried that yet? It is delicious. I am a huge fan of cactus juice. I always have been. There was once a Snapple drink a long time ago in the early thousands called Rain, and it had cactus juice in it, and it was incredible. They don't make it anymore. I wish they did. So it looks like we're losing a little bit of that momentum. I was hoping that we could catch it right when we hit there. Right when I came on, I was hoping we could just blast right through it, and it looked very promising. We ate quite a bit of the wall down. There's still nothing between us and there. A little bit of support building up here in the upper 29s, but let me go see what the volume is like over on Polo for you guys. So what do you guys think Bitcoin's gonna be by the end of the year? I want to see some predictions. Specifically Bitcoin in USD. What do you guys think it's gonna be? Bringing up some Bitcoin. Now this is US Tether here, so it's not even close. Not even close. It did pop to 29.78. That should have pushed it over, but. What's up, Andrew? Welcome. So, I guess I'll just take this time. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, complaints, I deal with them all. I'm a one-man full support show right here. Yeah, NIM is the thing with NIM is that the amount of support it has really gotten strong. It's building up really nicely. Let me take a look here at what NIM might be. So NIM has been building up stronger support over the last couple weeks. Its previous support was like 17 USD cents, and over the last couple weeks that's moved up. So the support's getting really strong at 20 cents. Seems like if you're gonna get into NIM, you might as well just buy it at 20, because it doesn't seem like it's gonna go below that, especially when Catapult comes out. So you can kind of see. Let me see if I can get this far enough out for you guys. There we go. So you can see right here, this is where we were building up and we just were chugging along, and it was real strong right here. You can even see that this hammer sell down hit right around that 17 mark. So there's really strong support here. This move and this right here is basically rebuilding up. This is back when we hit almost 25 cents. Also, the price of Bitcoin was much lower back then as well. Keep that in mind. So it's hard to read this unless you peg it against the USD. I could go to CoinGecko and kind of show you guys that. Get some lovely NIM for you guys while we're waiting for history. So you can kind of see it here a little bit. Let's see. Let's make sure. Yeah, this is USD. Let's get the last. There we go. So you can see this trend. We're still following the trend upward. Here it was overbought, right? And then it corrected, and you can see this trend line. So I have zero concerns. If you're lucky, be looking for these tiny little dips. There's only been a couple of these dips in the last month. You're going to want to pick some NIM up. If you're a NIM believer and you're stacking NIM, you're running out of time. That's just, that's my opinion, of course. Everything is on this channel. My opinions. But they are delicious opinions, aren't they? All right. Let's go over here. All right, back up to the 90s here. It's not looking too good to make it through in any short amount of time. I'm checking over on CoinCap in real time to see what type of volume we're dealing with. It'll be interesting. I feel like if a whale came in right now, he'd push, he could push it up to 3,100. No problem. Looks like NIM is doing very nicely considering the amount of Bitcoin price going up today. BitShares is settling nicely. I'll be covering that in my news a little bit more. Dash today is out of control. Does anyone own Dash? You guys got any Dash? The Real Deal is back. What's up, dude? I haven't seen you in a while, man. You haven't been leaving any comments. I pay attention to those things. I keep track. When I do my DoCoin ICO, it's going to be based on how many comments. Get bonus coins. Anthony is not a NEM believer. I don't know if I believe in it like some other coins I believe in, like belief systems, but as far as business application and there's actual tangible proof of companies using NEM, actually creating e-commerce solutions and things like that, I think there's value there. It's only time will tell how much it gets adopted, but the fact that it's working, it's being used, it says more than most of the coins that are out there today. That's for sure. So all I know is the technical analysis, and with the news coming up on Catapult, and all the things are looking like it's headed in the right direction. I do believe it deserves to be a top 10. I guess time will tell where it really deserves to be up here. Gigawatt, yeah. I actually was researching Gigawatt today. I was considering whether to do a video on it. It's a little complicated for most people. It's hard to talk about. It's a hard one to simplify. You can even see that in the way that they talk about it on their site. They have trouble explaining what it is. The term for that in marketing that we use is called commercializing it, taking a complex thing and making it simple. So it's clearly difficult for them. So I even am struggling to figure out how do I talk about it with you guys. It's very interesting though. U.S. based. Apparently they're actually a private company, so it's an actual company. Their site claims that you can go on a tour of the facilities, which is fascinating. It's on the West Coast. Maybe someday I'll go do a tour and take a look at a real mining facility. Probably would make my brain explode, to be honest. Stratus being a competitor to NEM, I don't like to think that any of these really are competing. The real competition, if there's competition to be had, has to do in pure currency coins. That would be my opinion. There are going to be so many different flavors of blockchains that exist, both private and public, that I don't think we should be comparing them straight up. But I don't believe Stratus is really, trying to replace anything or compete against. I believe it has its own, and and the solutions it's trying to do. Crypto Mom in the house. What's up, girl? Got Crypto Mom. Where's Ron at? Is he slacking again? It's unacceptable, Ron. Trying to read through these questions, guys. I got my new monitor set up. Can you tell? I'm like looking over to the left. I've got my streamer actual visual on the right. I've got all these cool things over here. all of my systems being monitored, all of my wallets that are syncing. So much internet's going on right now. I'm afraid I'm gonna get a call from Comcast one day. Well, the pressure doesn't appear to be building up too much, so I'm going to continue to answer any questions and just have a conversation with you guys. I'm enjoying it, so hopefully we can get there soon. Cycoin, okay. I'll answer some questions about what I think about storage coins. I did a video recently expressing how upset I was. Super upset about my Amazon. I have unlimited Amazon storage. And I get this message, and they're like, hey, guess what? You don't have that anymore. What did I pay for? That's what I signed up for. Obviously, people abused it. I may have been one of them. I literally backed up every digital asset in my life on there, basically. So, I'll put it this way. When it comes to storage coins, the biggest challenge, and this is actually coming from a friend of mine who works in IT. They're a third-party IT solution for small companies, medium companies, and even some large ones. And essentially, they're their IT team, right? And when it comes to cloud storage and things like that, blockchain technology just has a really, really long ways to go. Really long ways to go. Okay, and what I mean by that is like when users, right, end users are using it and things aren't working right, they need to call somebody, right? Well, there's no one to call. You know what I'm saying? And then if people want to call their third-party service provider, he doesn't have anyone to call, right? Like, there's no one to call when something's wrong, when something's not right. So the simplification of the storage solutions and the blockchain technologies are critical for success. Critical elements for success. I think we're too far away right now for us to be able to predict which coin could be king. Is there room for all of them? Yes, there is room for all of them. But we live in a world where it's kind of winner takes all now. And so, which one is going to be the true winner? I don't know. But if you believe in that type of technology, if you can see the world working that way, you're going to want to just essentially just own some of each. Because I think if you sat down and did the actual math on one of those solutions panning out, having the type of adoption that a Dropbox might have, the rewards are going to be worth just owning some of the top ones. So that's only my opinion. Only invest what you're willing to lose, because all of them could absolutely go out of business and someone else could come along and wreck them all. So just keep that in mind. August 1st, and yeah, it's honestly we've already reached the tipping point. I'm thinking the question's probably more a nail in the coffin. Bitcoin's not going anywhere. However, that fork is going to be a critical moment. They'll write about it in history books probably someday, like, to be real. So I have a hard time trying to imagine and envision what's going to happen. About 1 month from now, it's all you're going to read. It's all you're going to see everywhere is information, news, opinions about it. And I'll be honest, guys, I don't really have a super strong opinion. You know, it is concerning because mini coins are pretty much pegged to the to Bitcoin, and so that's the part that's challenging for me to grasp what potentially could happen to all the markets. So we could see a lot of people get scared and confused. It could be a great buying opportunity, maybe. What other ones are similar to SC? Storage Coin. What's the other one, guys? There's another big one. What's the other big storage? There's another big one. Can't think of it. Oh, Burst. Duh. Burst. Burst Coin. Penguins are going to win the Stanley Cup. That's my favorite team. It's only because I like Penguins. Made safe. Duh. Thank you. Thank you, Roman. Roman gets one Do coin. I'm going to have to start issuing Do coins. I think we need to make this happen, guys. If somebody wants to help me get wallets set up and all that fun stuff, we'll get some Do coins going. We'll issue all the Do coins. Got to do an ICO, though. What's going on? You just tuned in. Boss lady, we are sitting here hoping, we were hoping that Bitcoin would hit $3,000 USD. It would be a moment in history to witness. Unfortunately, we're trending the wrong way since I've started. On bad luck, you guys know the moment I turn the stream off, we're breaking it. So that's my problem right now. It's frustrating. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah, people will probably take shelter in Ether. Ether has broken. It's pegged nature. It used to be pretty much pegged to Bitcoin, but it is broken out big time. Wow! Now it's up to 117, huh? Whew, look at that. That is impressive, guys. That trend. If it holds this trend, I don't even know, guys. My predictions for Ether, every single one has been broken already. I remember when I used to be like, oh, 300 by Christmas. And it was like, oh, well, 2 days later. I don't know. I'm kind of at the point with predicting with Ether. I might as well just be like, you know what? $1,000 by, I don't know, end of August. You heard it here first, guys. When we get there. I did not see the huge Ether order placed. I missed it. Did that happen just now? Crypto Mom has good attention to detail. I do not. I've got a lot going on right now. Hey, no problem, Paul. Hey, funny thing. That's actually I had two 770s. They are not for mining at all. So I hope you went out and got some 1070s. You should be able to get about $75 for your 770. Sell it to a friend. You can still SLI those bad boys. They play some games very, very well. Wow, we have 40 people in here. I think that might be a record. I don't even know, guys. Hello, everyone. We're hoping to break that 3,000 mark here. And in the meantime, I'm just answering questions. I think Bitcoin is more of like Netscape. Ooh, there's some orders coming in. Look at that green, guys. Yeah, honestly, guys, Ether is growing too fast. It's making me a little nervous. But at the same time, me and my buddy, we were joking the other day because we text each other and we're like, it needs to stop going up. It needs to stop. It needs to go down. And I said, how spoiled are we that we're rooting for it to go back down so we can buy more? But I think that what's happening with Ethereum is that the belief system in what it is and what it can do for the world is spreading really rapidly. More and more people are coming into this space to buy Ethereum, not Bitcoin. Right? And when people are coming in to buy Ethereum, they have no idea what they're doing. They're not here to day trade. They're not here to sit here and watch this channel and watch to see if we break 3,000. They just bought something they believed that would be worth more someday. And anyone who's bought any Ethereum in the last year has now been validated that what they believe is to be true. And they're just going to keep holding. And I think that's kind of what we're starting to see with Ether. We're starting to see some more people come into the market that are interested in holding for the long term. So yeah, it's just what I think. I am Satoshi Nakamoto. Who knew? Who knew? You heard it here first, guys. Tell your friends. I literally use that as a pickup line. It didn't work on Crypto Mom. I tried. It's my I am Satoshi. Isn't he he's more than a billionaire. Isn't he like a trillionaire technically? Whoever has that access to that account. You know, I keep joking with people. I'm like, dude, I bet the guy that created it lost his key. It's like he doesn't even know how to get back into his address, and who knows? He's just some guy that's like super depressed because he can't get access to his coinage. I'm rooting for it to drop too, Andrew. It's not looking that way. Lots of buy orders. Look at that on the right. It's just, you guys can see all of them over there. Some big buying pressure here. You can see we haven't had a very big drop. Let's bring it back into the 5 minutes here. Oh, I guess that's a pretty big drop. I guess it's trying to work its way back up here. So maybe that was just a whale selling off. Hopefully that's enough to get us there. So close. You're stacking some silver. I gotta say, silver is like what? If you account for inflation, it's like unbelievably cheap right now. I don't quite get it. I know it's also weird too because so many people in my life own silver. Like most people I know have some. Back in 2008, 2009, after that, most people have hard assets sitting somewhere. So it just blows my mind that the price is what it is. Let's jump over and take a look at markets here. $1.12. Had another billion come in since I started the video. Ethereum Classic is just rolling. Looks like NIM it's gonna pass it here shortly. Got any other questions, guys? Doesn't look like we're gonna hit it on the live stream. I'm gonna try to maybe we'll catch it while I'm doing the news. Who knows? Lots of buying pressure though. Not enough. Not enough. There's a slight upward trend here you can see, so if it breaks below, which it just did, I don't know if we're gonna do it, guys. I don't know if we have the pressure to do it on a live stream here. I can't sit here all night with you guys. Not all night. So yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit of news or share some little quirky things I've been screwing around with this weekend. I'm gonna record that here shortly. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. Jose. Ether will have some pullback at some time. By nature of how the universe works, it will pull back. I don't know when or how much, but I can't wait. I need more ether in my life, guys. It's very important that I get more ether. Everyone should have a target for how many ether they want to own in their life and get there. Figure out how to get there. Well, I hope you guys, yeah, economy. I mean, I like what they're doing and everything, but I feel like there's a lot of, like, similarities to some other coins. This concept of, you know, investing on behalf of people and things like that. It's kind of complex. I think that the team on Aragon, that's a good question, Crypto Mom. I think the team on Aragon is legit. I've owned it for a long time. A lot of people are picking it up cheap. I don't think that the Bancor announcement is the last big announcement. Those guys have the right connections with the right people. I'm excited. I'm excited about that partnership because it's going to be Aragon and Bancor. Those two are required for me to ever create DoCoin or whatever coin I can think of. That way we can start our decentralized organization of some kind. Decentralized Do Appreciation Club. That's a good choice, Andrew. You should lock it up in cold storage, though, once you own it. Just go bury it. Don't touch it. The hardest thing in my life is having to sell ether sometimes. I sell some ether sometimes because I want to, you know, maybe invest in something, another coin. It's hard because all I want is ether. So I mine as much as I can. But it pains me to see an ether go. I would sell every other coin that I own right now first before I sell any ether. And I have quite the portfolio, so that's saying something. Hey Jose, if you make a shirt like that, let me know. I would buy it. Honestly, I've talked about it on my site. Well, not on my site, but on my channel. Sorry, talked about it. I'm actually looking for content creators. I've reached out to a few people. I'm looking for some graphic designers right now. If you know anyone, send them my way. I'd like to start creating. There's a few things I want to do with these shirts. Okay, so basically, I want to use the Amazon merch application. I got approved for it. Not everyone can. In fact, basically, you're only going to get in if you're an agency right now, or you got in early. But Amazon Merch is one of the best opportunities right now in e-commerce. And except I don't know how to do any graphic design. So I've been looking for graphic designers to partner up with me to produce t-shirts. And, you know, hopefully I can get that going. But, you know, even though I'm going to be offering them on Amazon and things of that nature, what I want to do is set it up on my site to accept basically any cryptocurrency, almost any single one. You know, I want to accept payment in a cryptocurrency and have it basically just contribute. Because there's a lot of altcoins where there's not really anything to buy with them, and I really want to kind of give some of these altcoins a place where they can point to and create more value to their coin. So, anyhow, I feel like that's something easy and manageable that I can do while I'm doing all of this craziness and building mining machines and still having a real life. Now, if I was retired from my day job, that'd be a different story. I got a long ways to go on that. So yeah, guys, looks like we're way far off. I'm gonna go ahead and go now. I appreciate you guys coming out for the live stream. I know the moment I turn it off, it's gonna go straight to 3,000. But you know I tried for you. You know I tried. I gotta be honest, guys. I can't believe this many people are showing up. I really appreciate you guys. If this is your first time, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. I usually am bringing the news. But right now I'm just doing a good old-fashioned question and answer while we were hoping for history to happen on my screen, but it didn't happen. Trying to hit that $3,000 BTC mark. I appreciate you guys who did show up. You guys are awesome. I don't even know how it boggles my mind this many people watch this still. Really, really think it's cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to work on the next video and things like that, because that needs to happen. And if you guys have any other questions, always leave them in the comments. You guys know I try to reply to all my comments. Hey Ron Paul, just in time for me to say bye. He showed up. Yeah, EOS isn't available yet. You have some vector art experience, and you're part of a cooperative-based t-shirt shop. That's very interesting. Very interesting. Well, I have a lot of I have an entire studio at my work. Like, I actually have a lot of graphic designers I know. But I need a graphic designer who's really interested in making money. And it's weird to find the ones that consistent, reliable, eager to build something. You know, I'm not looking to just partner with somebody just to make some shirts. I'm really looking to potentially have a studio of sorts for this space, whether that's marketing focused, you know, maybe helping altcoins get off the ground, do some consulting, kind of bring my background with premium brands and apply it to the crypto space. Because there's some great projects out there, guys. There's some amazing projects out there, and I'm going to try to help them. But Yeah, Andrew. I don't know. I guess I just do live streams when I kind of get excited. I'm going to schedule one soon. I don't know when, but I'm gonna actually try to. I'm gonna try really hard to schedule it so that everyone knows in advance when it's gonna be, and it's gonna have a specific purpose and theme, and I'm gonna try to make it happen. So. Yeah, I saw Crypto Mom's video blow up. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. I definitely need to get in touch with her still. I need to figure out how to send messages or something. I need to get an email. If you can send me an email address, if you can send me, I don't know, some way to chat with you, or we can set up a Skype call or phone number. Something of that nature would be fantastic. Because I think Crypto Mom's the coolest. I think her channel has a ton of potential, and I'd be happy to help her with that. I'd also be interested in partnering with her, actually, and kind of building kind of like a news network of sorts. If we can figure out what she might be interested in doing on a consistent basis, and try to figure that out. Because I'll be honest, guys, I started this just to prove to my daughter that you can do this stuff. Like, she's always talking about wanting to be a YouTube star, and I just wanted to show her how easy it was to make videos. I had no intent of my channel exploding like this, and now it's very real, and the money it's real, but it's not enough for me to quit my job. If my channel was 30 times as big, it would be something I consider deeply. But even then, I think there's an opportunity to partner with some people in this space and build something that's bigger than myself, to be honest. Oh, people giving you a hard time on Reddit? Screw Reddit, man. Sorry, I love Reddit, but don't let the Reddit get you down, Crypto Mom. You're a cool cat. You gotta. There's gonna be haters. I guess I've had a few people say some things, and it's just like whatever. Like, move on. Oh, being exposed. I can honestly tell you that I've been Crypto Mom to the moon. That is the best email address ever. I will be in touch with you shortly. Sorry, I'm trying to do too much at once, guys. You guys got me going. That is a white screen. How do I deal with it? I mean, I guess it's everyone has their own way of dealing with it. For me, I live in two realities. I live in two different worlds now. I have one where I go to work and I have to be the manager, boss man, director dude, whatever. I have to go do that. Because everyone there knows me and they're around me, and it's just different, it's just different. It's a whole different world. It's like living in the present. It's like that is my present life, and then when I'm doing this and I'm actually doing these videos, I actually feel like I'm in the future. Like I feel like I am not there anymore in that place. And part of that is one, the technology and the space that I'm dealing with. Two, the people, you guys, getting to know you guys. It's like like the reason I made this channel too. A secondary reason was to actually connect with people, and I'm actually getting to know people and connect with people. I've actually got to talk to. I haven't talked about it on my news channel and stuff, but there's some projects I'm actually like contributing now. I'm actually like it's peanuts, my contributions, but that's kind of where I'm at right now. It's two different worlds I live in. They're not the same. And honestly, I'll be honest, it helps to talk with somebody about it, because I never imagined having this many people watch my channel and things like that. So it's been interesting. I've always believed in myself, and I think most people believe in themselves. But then when you actually start having this success, you start really, really wondering, like, is this it? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing more of? Is this, you know, uh, I come home from work where it's really hard and people are stressed and it's tense, and I'm trying to calm people down all day to keep them performing well and trying to manage people's emotions, and then I come home and then it's just Disneyland. Everyone in the crypto space is happy. Everyone's having a good time. You guys are the nicest people in the world. People say things about me that I've never heard people say about me, and I don't even know how to respond because no one says nice things like that in the real world. No one says nice things, and this community is just so nice. I guess it's easy to be nice when everyone's maybe making money. I keep thinking that, but I'm like, no. I think that like most of the world is genuinely nice, and I think that you don't really realize how nice the world can be if you just go to the same place every day. And I think all of us have centralized jobs, and we're all going to the same place every day, and we get desensitized to how great the world can be as we try to grind away at our job. Um, I have a lot of success at my job, and I really, really love it. But it still feels like the present. I feel like I'm so far in the future doing this. So I do talk to people. I have a couple people in specifically that I've been dealing with these weird emotions of like, why are people watching this, and why are people like, why is us all working? Like, I'll be honest, guys. Like, I'm doing this. Like, this is super hobbyish. I have the skill set to do this a lot better than I am. Just if I had all the time in the world, I could do a lot more. It's just I don't know what the potential is, and so there's some risk there. I don't know if I can do this all the time. I know some people in the community have done that, and so I know it's potentially possible. Um, but I guess it's just gonna come down to when just I'm gonna keep building the channel, and at the rate I'm going, I'm getting about a thousand, more than 1,000 viewers a month from when I started, what I'm pacing at. So if I have 30,000 viewers in less than 3 years, that would be 30 times what I'm doing now, and that is a respectable number for me to consider doing something else. But um, it is accelerating though. You guys are being awesome and helping that. I missed probably 1,000 questions. What does King of Dew mean? It's because Mountain Dew is amazing, and I'm the king. I am the king of Dew. I don't know. I've been the king of Dew for more than 15 years, I think now. I used to have a different name I used all the time, but then this weird thing happened when the internet came around and I couldn't use my username that I used to use. I found out that everybody else was using my username, and I was like, I thought I was the only person using that username. And so I came up with one that no one else is. There is no other King of Dew. However, there is one King of Dew squatting my Twitter account since 2011. He posted one thing, and they haven't closed it down yet. It's like, just let me have that, please. I really want my King of Dew Twitter. It's very frustrating. So if any of you work at Twitter, hook a brother up. BTC Stacker, you actually mine 24/7 and trade. That's impressive. I'm trying to get there. I've made some very calculated decisions in the last week to help me get closer to that. I may reach out to you actually. I would love to get some good advice on. I need some better advice on electrical power and sourcing power. interesting. I agree. Mountain Dew is absolutely diabetes in a can. But it's delicious, though. It's the soda of my childhood, so. Anyhow, guys, we're dwindling away on watchers now. This has been going on for about 50 minutes. This is way too long. So I'm going to go ahead and go. But be looking out for my... hey, Ron. Yeah, I already have kingofdew.eth in the works. So... But, you know, whatever. I don't know if I'll get it. You never know with those things. I think the ENS hype is over, though. I think it's coming back to earth. I noticed that the average per ENS is way, way down. There's another Crypto Mom. No, you're the original Crypto Mom. You're Screw that. Screw that. Solar power. Dang. I need solar power. BTC Stacker says that he's using solar power to help with his mining operation. Where I live, the sun is rare, so... Dang, my CPU is getting hot back there. It's because I've been recording so long, and I'm mining in the background, and I'm staking a few different wallets. I'm pushing it to the limits, so... Alright, guys. I'm going to go, and I appreciate you guys coming by. It doesn't look like we're going to hit it in the short term, but obviously I'll be all about it in my news channel. So we got close. We didn't quite get there. I'm sure on some exchange we touched it. So who knows? Maybe we witnessed it and didn't really know, but I'm not going to go flipping through all the exchange histories to find out. I'll wait for someone else to break the news that they did it. What's up with NIM? It's not tanking. What do you mean by tanking? We were just looking at it before you got here, Ron. It's up right now. I don't even know what you're talking about, Ron. What you looking at? It's tanking. It's tanking in relation to Bitcoin, but that's because the Bitcoin price is going up so much, but it's at 23 cents USD. I was telling everyone to buy it at 17 cents, if you remember, back in the day. Back in the day being like 3 weeks ago. This world moves so fast. Anyhow. Alright, guys.